Hey babes, my name's Hannah.
And my name's Chasity.
Welcome back to Bookish Babes. Today we are doing a video that Chasity actually came up with. Do you want to tell them what the name is?
Summer Lovin.
Yes. We're going to give you some of our favorite like summery light romances. Sometimes you just read a romance book and it just like screams summer vibes.
Yes.
And I feel like these books are.
Some of these.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just kind of in the mood for actually this is kind of what I was looking for recently, was like a good, easy summer romance. And that's what I thought. I was like, well, if I'm in the mood,
I bet other people are.
I bet other people are.
It's
So
the beginning of July.
It's the beginning of July, and we're just going to give you some recommendations here. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I can start.
Okay.
The first one I have is actually a series. It's the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver. I've been really liking them lately.
Okay.
And
I just talking about her.
Yeah, they take place in Chestnut Springs, which is like this small southern town, and it's very the outdoorsy imagery, and it just screams summer to me. Yeah. I don't usually love like southern men, but I do love these books.
It's hit or miss for me with southern men.
Yeah. Well, I like that they're all like either like brothers or childhood friends. Like they're all the novels are like connected, so you get to see like your favorite couples from like the previous novels too, which is fun.
Okay. So kind of in a similar vein of like southern men and connecting novels. I read all of these. They go on for a long time, but they are definitely like the perfect summer read, and it's a series. Well, two different series actually. The Seabreeze series and the Rosemary Beach series by Abby Glines.
100%.
They just scream summer to me. The location, the storytelling, the characters, they're like, if you're looking for just a nice summer read, these are definitely, and they can get addicting because you kind of do want to know what happens with the next couple because they're all connected. I personally liked the Seabreeze series more than Rosemary Beach, but I read both of them and enjoyed both of them.
The next one I have is also part of a series, but this is the only one that I've read. It's Ignite by Melanie Harlow. This one is a really good single dad romance. He's a firefighter, and he lives next door to a single woman, and he kind of basically the relationship kind of starts out because her fire alarm goes off in her house from like the steam from the shower, and he like rushes in to help her, and she's like naked because she was in the shower trying to get the alarm to turn off, and like kind of just goes from there. And it's sort of like they have like this grumpy sunshine-esque relationship too, and it just feels like a very summery read to me.
That's very summery.
Yeah.
The next one that I would like to recommend is honestly anything by Mary Kay Andrews, but specifically The Newcomer. That's one that I recently read. But Mary Kay Andrews has just like an overall summer vibe to her books.
Is she one of those where it's like always like a beach chair in the sand on the cover?
Yes, always like a beach chair or like, like a little truck or, a beach towel over a fence or something like that. They're all very beachy. The Newcomer, I think, has her actually like a little character swimming in the water. She's trying to get out away from her old life, takes a vacation, like in a cute little quaint town. And it actually has some mystery to it, which I was not expecting. There's a bit of mystery to it. And it was really fun. I read it last summer, and I read it pretty quick. So I would recommend that one, or really any of them. They're all easy reads. I loved them.
Next one I have is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune, which is her new release. But obviously she had Every Summer After that came out last year. I prefer Meet Me at the Lake. I've talked about this before. I loved Every Summer After. It was a 5-star read for me until the ending. But you might feel differently. Maybe I'm just salty about the ending. But both of them are very summery. Very summery. I mean, obviously. One's called Every Summer After. And then this one's Meet Me at the Lake. There's a ton of like outdoorsy imagery, and they're both sort of second chance romance, which I'm always all about. And they're just really easy reads, and I love them.
I would also recommend Book Lovers by Emily Henry.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually my favorite. She has all summer beachy reads.
Mm-hmm.
Beach Read is one of her books.
Mm-hmm.
People We Meet on Vacation and Now Happy Place. I would recommend any of them, but Book Lovers is my favorite. So that's the one that I would like to say, like, read that one. And they just have the summer vibes and the fun little characters. Most of them happen during summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think all of them do.
Mm-hmm.
On like little summer vacations. So yeah.
I love that. The next one I have is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. This was one that I just read recently.
I want to read this so bad.
Yeah, I believe this took place over the summer as well, but it's really cute. Like the main character, who's the female main character, I of course can't remember her name. She owns like a flower shop. And the love interest is her best friend's. Her best friend is like a smaller celebrity, but still a celebrity, and she has a bodyguard coming to stay with her leading up to like her wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the bodyguard is like the love interest. And,
okay.
Yeah, and it's super cute. It's once again like a grumpy sunshine sort of thing. Takes place in a very small town. But it was just fun. It was just a fun read. It's not, I would say like my biggest complaint is that there's no, like, I feel like the tension wasn't there as much, you know what I mean? There's no spicy scenes, which I don't think that there always needs to be. I tend to prefer if there's like one at least, but I just feel like if you're not going to have any spice, you need to have like the tension.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like that was there either.
Okay.
That's my biggest complaint. But it was like light and fun, and I think would be like perfect to like read in a beach chair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
The next one I want to talk about is A Spot of Trouble. It's the first one in the Turtle Beach series. This series is written by Terry Wilson. I have the first two in the series. I've only read the first one so far, A Spot of Trouble. This one was super cute, and it's definitely the perfect little summer read. It's about a little town, and our main character is from there, and she's lived there her entire life, and she's the only one in the community that has a Dalmatian. And it starts out with her seeing this man taking her Dalmatian, and she like freaks out.
Sure.
You know, like she's never seen this man before. It's a very small town. And so there's this interaction there with this gentleman that I believe, if I'm thinking correctly, she has like an umbrella or something that she starts like whacking him with.
I'm so dead.
I could be wrong though. Don't quote me on that. That might be from something else. But it turns out he's new to the community. He's the new firefighter in town. He also has a Dalmatian.
Which is, in her defense, Dalmatians, like, who has Dalmatians?
Who has Dalmatians?
I always forget they exist.
So I really did, like, immediately, I'm such a sucker. Like, even though you guys, if you're watching this channel, you kind of know that I tend to like darker things. I like creepy, spooky. I read mysteries and thrillers, but I am such a sucker for romances with dogs on the cover. Don't ask me why, but like this one came in and it was like her and him with the two Dalmatians like wrapped around them.
I love that.
And I was sunk. I was sunk. And then the second one has the girl dressed up as like a mermaid, and there's this cute little Cocker Spaniel on it. Sold. But this one was so cute. It was more of like an enemies to lovers because obviously that first interaction didn't go very well.
I also would not like somebody who hit me with an umbrella.
And then it just kind of spiraled from there that it didn't go so well. Because apparently there's been this lifelong feud between like the police department and the fire department when it comes to like their softball league or baseball league or whatever. And she is on the police departments because the police captain is her dad, and he is on the firefighters obviously, so like it's just continues to be enemies to lovers. But I loved it personally. Loved the dogs.
Love that. Their
personalities made up for like great side characters. But yeah, I think these are like perfect. I think I might pick up the second one soon because these are perfect for summer.
That's great. My last one is Close Quarters by Candy Steiner. I feel like this should just be like a Candy Steiner fan account at this point. Like I just talk about Candy Steiner a lot. But I do love her books.
Yeah, I mean,
she has good romance books. And this one's very summery. Obviously, it takes place on a boat. on like a yacht. Basically, our main character, our female main character, her boyfriend and some of his friends are working on this yacht for this rich older man, and obviously her and the older man end up connecting.
Okay.
But like I said, it's like 50 Shades of Grey, but good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and it just takes place on a yacht
Mm-hmm.
in Europe. This is summer.
Absolutely.
Summer.
The last one that I am going to recommend is By the Book by Jasmine Guillory. Although I feel like most of Jasmine Guillory's could be summer reads. Like The Wedding Date, The Proposal, especially The Proposal.
Romance in general just
about,
feels, unless it's dark romance feels very summery to me.
Yeah, it is. And especially like, I was just thinking The Proposal might actually be a better one than By the Book. The Proposal takes place starts with they're at a baseball game. Yeah, it's really, her writing is really fun, and I feel like not only does she write fun rom-coms, but she's very good at small talk with her characters, and that's something that I always feel like can really be done very well or very bad. I personally, as a writer, I struggle with small talk and making it engaging, and I just feel like her scenes are really, really good.
I get it. Like, you wanted to add something to the story and not just be fluff.
Yes, she's really good at that. I really love, I kind of admire her for that specifically. But I love the vibes of all of her books that I've read so far. I haven't read all of them, but I really love The Proposal, The Wedding Date, and By the Book. By the Book was a very loose reimagining, really, of Beauty and the Beast. And it's in a series with a few other ones by other authors. The first one is If the Shoe Fits, and that one's by Julie Murphy. And then I believe there's one coming out that If the Shoe Fits was based on Cinderella, and then there's one coming out that's based on Ariel.
Oh, Mermaid. Love that.
So those are fun. I really like those. But it's very loose. It's very it's just sprinkled in there. It's not overwhelming.
It's a reimagining, not a retelling. Yeah.
Yes, it's not overwhelming, and it's also if you're looking for a reimagining that's not just smut, these are the ones you want to go for. Because I read a lot of them, and a lot of them are just smut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one you want to go for.
100%. Talking to a big fan of Hades and Persephone retelling, I know all about the smutty retelling.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Where their names are just Hades and Persephone. That's
Yeah.
the only comparison. Yeah.
Girl, I read all of the Emily McIntyre. Yeah, I feel you. We read a lot of the Katie Roberts too, so. Okay, is that all? Do you have any other ones?
Not for this video, no.
No? Okay, well, those are our recommendations for this summer. If you have any other ones, comment down below and let us know. We're always looking for more books to read, even though we're probably set for life at this point.
Literally.
But make sure you comment down below and hit that like button and subscribe. And make sure you turn on that notification bell so you know when we post next. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.